Hey, what up? This is Dan from Skyway Vapors on Trove Live. Did our show last week on Tuesday, this last Tuesday, which I forget the date. The 19th? Yeah, the 19th. Anyways, figured to do a little bit more in-depth review of the Juggernaut, which kind of was a big thing on the show. We gave one away, I believe Hypergasm won it. That's super awesome. Just want to give you a run through real quick and, you know, give you something you can rewind, look at, pause, all that neat crap, and give you some information on where you might be able to find one. So, here we go. Okay, so here we go. Juggernaut. Very, very simple. Awesome mod. Bottom piece, right? Top piece, side fire. It's all self-contained in there, which is pretty nice. Obviously battery, EPO, and the dripper. And its safety feature, which is this little copper spring. As you can see on this thing, it has no holes. The safety feature that stops this thing from blowing up in your hand is this little spring. It's made of copper. So what happens is if this thing gets too hot, this copper spring collapses and lets the battery fall away from the firing pin. And these are replaceable, and you can get them from Steam Train Vapors, actually. I do believe he has some on the shelf now. If not, he will have some shortly. That little spring goes down in here like this. Just give that little guy a shove. Use the battery to kind of coax it down there. There it goes. And it's all the way down to the bottom. And see how it sits up? If that spring collapses, that battery will fall down in there. And it'll break the contact. Very cool. Trying to do this as best I can. Let's see. Logos on this side, buttons on the opposite side. We'll go ahead and screw this bad boy together. Ta-da! It's a coarse thread in there, so it always comes back to the proper position. Which is a nice design feature, I think. It shows attention to detail. These are T3031 aluminum. It's got a soft touch powder coat, which is very cool. They come in a few different colors. White and OD green and gray. And they do come in a non-coated aluminum version too. So, let's see here. We're going to go ahead and fire this bad boy up. I'm using a Trident. Pretty stock. And if you can see, I don't know if that's backwards, but that is 0.53 on the build, which is about normal. I don't go crazy, you know, half an ohm, 0.6 is fine. I can say I've been using this for a couple days now. Well, since Father's Day, so it'll be about 4 days now. And I've had no problems with it. I've heard of 2 people that tried to go to 0.25 on them and their springs collapsed. So I'm just going to stay with my stock build, which is about a 0.5. No reason to go crazy, you know. And as you can see, this thing really does vape like a champ. I'm very, very impressed with it. The side button was a little weird to get used to, just because I'm used to Sentinels and such like that. But once you're used to it, perfect. This thing will chuck clouds. It's nice. All in all, I like it a lot. It's, like I said, it's aluminum, so it's fairly light, even with the battery in it. It's a good kick around. Honestly, I give this thing a 9 out of 10. It vapes good. It seems well built. I haven't had it for too terribly long, but it works great. I don't really have a lot of complaints. Brass tacks, there's only 2 complaints, maybe, that I would have, and I'm not even sure if they're complaints at this point. First off, the elephant in the room, which is the copper spring. It kind of is what it is. It's the only safety feature, but the only part that sucks is if you do manage to, you know, short circuit the thing, or the battery does get hot, the spring will collapse, and you're done. You might be able to pull it back up and get it one more use out of it, but we did have one fail in testing. Unfortunately, it was 9 o'clock at night, steam train was closed, and we didn't have another spring. Downshot. If it's late at night, you're vaping, and you don't have a spare spring, you're out of luck. But it's the safety feature, so it's kind of a give and take, you know. The only other issue, and I don't even really think it's my OCD more than anything, is right here. I don't know if you can see it, right there. When they built it, that 510 connector down there is not flush. So when you go to screw an atomizer on it, unless you have like a cap at all or something, you'll have a gap. It works fine, no problem. It's just my OCD. It's a gap. But for the 9 out of 10, I'm willing to deal with the gap. You know, I mean, it's not that bad. Now, as everybody knows, Steam Train donated one, and we gave it away. This one right here, we purchased. Actually, my wife purchased this for me. So it's not like a freebie, hey, talk nice stuff about this thing for me kind of thing. This is an honest review. And honestly, if you're a dripper and you don't want to bring your authentic to work, or you don't want to bring your authentic to the baseball game, or someplace you might lose it, like the bar, this thing is definitely a great substitute for a $200 mechanical. Like I said, I've had no problems with it. Price point, dead on. It is absolutely worth the cost. And a lot of people guessed wrong on the prices when we were trying to get a feel for what people thought it was going to cost. This thing's not $100. It's not 70. It's not 50. This thing right here, I searched around on the internet, is going for anywhere between $28 and $30. Steam Train has these on the shelf for, I believe, either $32.99 or $34.99. I can't remember exactly. It's damn near internet price. It's way better than some crappy Fastech Nemesis with no magnets and all that kind of garbage that you buy for $23. This thing actually works. The button's not crunchy. The button is actually very smooth. And I've been using my thumbnail. I've been actually trying to dig into this stuff, and it won't come off. I've spilled juice on it, wipes right off. The coating on this is awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. It's my first review. So, be nice in the comments, huh? Like I said, all in all, I give it a dead 9 out of 10. It's definitely worth giving this thing a shot. And I think anybody will be happy with it. So, there you go. The Juggernaut.